Good morning. I'm not in the Gila. I'm actually in the San Pedro Parks Wilderness, where I'm at the trailhead. And this is different than the Gila because there's always people here. Super busy. So this is probably the most popular trailhead here. And I'm not by myself today. So we'll see how that goes. All right, you ready to head out? San Pedro Wilderness, Santa Fe National Forest. Yeah, don't lose your hat.
Nope. Whoa, see this? Did something? She almost went down, but she went back up. She did something that scared me. The lake.
See it?
See the lake. It's right there. While he's going for some, I'm gonna need a drink of water.
This is San Gregorio Lake here, or reservoir, and it's a dam that they built in 1958, and it ties into the Nacimiento irrigation ditch. So this is just an irrigation reservoir, but it's just inside the wilderness boundary. The interesting thing though about this is the Nacimiento ditch. So Cuba, which is down the mountain from here, used to be called Nacimiento after some Spaniard, what was it? San Joaquin Nacimiento or something like that. And then they built a ditch in 1882, and then they built a post office in 1887, and they changed the name of the town because whoever named the post office or built the post office changed it to Cuba. So now we have Cuba and not Nacimiento. If you come here on the weekends, this place is packed. And you could tell just the trail coming in. It's only about a mile, and the trail is really good because this is the only real lake in this area.
Done.
Oh, that's okay.
So that's why I'm just recording the two.
Okay, sounds good. They also stocked this lake, Game and Fish. So Game and Fish had a part in building it. That's kind of like an agreement that they had in 1958. But so they stock it, but fish don't hold over in it because it freezes in the winter. So
Hey, Dad,
everything's just stocked.
Your horses with me?
With their tail?
Yeah.
Yeah. You having fun? Good. No camping.
I know how to count, okay? I know how to count. So am I going to lean back or forward?
Forward.
I'm leaning forward.
That is crazy. Probably pretty obvious, but the reason why they call this San Pedro Parks Wilderness is because it is full of parks. There's a bunch of them. They're all over the place. And so this is kind of a smaller one. There's bigger ones. Just kind of full of them. And even though the elevation is averaged of 10,000 feet, it's not real rough. Like once you're up here, it other than all the deadfall, it'd be pretty easy to get around anywhere. Grouse, there's one right there. Okay, hang on in case they spook the horse. So grouse are kind of like quail, but they're about the size of a chicken. They're pretty cool. They're fun to hunt. And then whenever you scare them like this, they just fly up in trees. Now you're going to lean back.
That bridge right there.
I don't know if that bridge is very good. I've only been here 3 or 4 times is all, so I don't really know the area that well. But I do know that it gets 35 inches of rain a year, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for New Mexico, that is a lot. So it looks like there's blue skies. Pretty good chance here in a couple hours it's going to at least sprinkle. So we're going to camp here on Las Vacas Creek. So we're just kind of going to try to find a good campsite. Since I have a kid with me, I'm not just going to roll a sleeping bag out on the ground. I'm actually going to have to set up a camp. Did you see any fish? No fish. All right. Hey, let me see your fork.
No chopsticks.
Chopsticks. All right. Hey, do you know what this creek is called? Las Vacas.
Las Vacas.
Las Vacas. Do you know what that means?
No.
The cows.
Cows?
This is a little different than my usual setup, but the tarp and tent combination, if you're in bad weather, is by far the best way to do it.
How about what if storm struck on it?
Do what?
What about storm stucking on it?
Hold up. We're headed out. Think it was a good trip, Holt? Yeah. Pretty uneventful. This place is 41,000 acres. And we actually didn't see anybody last night, but it's in the middle of the week. So if you're gonna come here, don't come on the weekend because it's too close to Albuquerque, and so everybody's here. But it's pretty cool, definitely worth checking out. If you're watching this and you're thinking you shouldn't put a rider in the middle of a string or pack string, you are correct. It's actually a little bit of a safety concern. So, to answer your question, if you're wondering, the Holt is only 4. And my horses aren't really dude horses. They're really gentle, but they're kind of go-getters. And so I need to be able to control him. And then the pack mule in the back, she's pretty good too. And so, there's a really weak breakaway. So if we do have a wreck, shouldn't be a big issue. So, but you should never do that. Does anybody else think it's weird that Game and Fish spends a lot of money on raising fish that are sterile? So I like to call them GMO or triploids, and but they raise them just to be caught, and in this lake they'll all die no matter what, but then people go and fish for them and then catch them. So it seems like you could skip a step by just handing out fish, and then you don't have to go catch them. This area in here, so Game and Fish made up this green chili thing. It's like red, green, or Christmas colors, and I think they just did it to confuse everybody, mainly non-residents. And I can't remember what the color coordination is, but other than the lake here, like where we were fishing earlier, you have to use an artificial fly or lure with one single barbless hook, and you can't keep any of the cutthroats, but you can keep any rainbows or browns, and it's mostly cutthroats in here. So good luck trying to figure out. I guess their system's really not that complicated, but it seems like they make an easier system. What do you think about this lake?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, we should go fishing now.
Well, we don't have time right now.
No, now, like the next time that we go here, we're going camping with me.
Next time we go camping.
That's
All right.
what we're talking about.
It's pretty cool. It's a bunch of cows. There's actually, I think, 5 allotments is what I read. So 5 allotments in here in this 41,000 acres, and I think it's 730 head of cattle. So there's cows all over. We just passed San Gregorio Lake, so we're only about a mile from the truck, so we'll probably just end it here. It's a pretty good place to check out. It's pretty cool up here, but there's also a bunch of people, so definitely don't come on the weekend. Even today we've seen half a dozen or so far. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Could I tell them?
Yeah.
The deer bird?
Sure.
Know how deer got their names? They grew them. They grew their horns.
They grew their horns, yep. Okay, wait, start now.
You know how dogs swim? Dogs swim because they can swim.
Just because they can swim? What'd you find?
A saddle.
Somebody had a rough day if they lost their saddle, didn't they?
I think I'm gonna show you something. Gotta show you what I caught. Look what I caught. Yeah.
I don't see anything.